Hello, 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 hello. How goes it? Wow, woo. Hello, Miss Donna Sue. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Linda. How are you? Hi, Miss Sheila. Hi, Miss Shauna. How are you? Sorry. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Carol. Hi, Miss Sue. Try. Our friends are saying hi to you. Get the most. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Rennie. Hello, Julie. Good evening, Martin. I ordered from your Amazon link tree. Oh, thank you, Miss Shauna. Thank you. Hi, Lucia. How are you? Thank you. Hi, Elizabeth. Whoa. Is Jack by the lights, babe? Okay. I just see my light is swaying. That's why. Hi, Miss Edie. How's everybody doing today? I was just a couple minutes late. You guys might not have even been able to tell, but I posted the creative hour because I have Lindy on with me on Saturday for with Taterbug and Lindy, and she was like, "I think you have the wrong date," and so I was trying to hurry and fix the date. Hi, Diana. Three in a row. Oh, you ordered a mystery box too, Miss Shauna. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Lucia. Hi, Dana. How are you? Hey, Trish. Trish, I'm gonna send your stuff out today. Well, I'll send it out tomorrow. Hi, Helena. Helena, thank you for sharing that video with me. She's so good. She's so good. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Lynn. All right. So, remember when we left here yesterday, I told you guys that I would leave it to set for 24 hours, but I'm going to hold it like, there you go. Can you see? So, can you see that chameleon varnish coming through, especially like right here? How pretty is that? So it's all, the top is resin. I know some of you were a little concerned that the gems were gonna, hey Angel, the gems were gonna dull, and I was telling you no they wouldn't. So the gems look beautiful. And then down here also got resined because that was the clay, and I needed to make sure that that was washable too. Then for the base and the neck, I didn't paint the bottom yet because the resin, when it was drying, I noticed a little got sticky, so I'm gonna have to repaint that. But I did put the wash it on here, on everything except for the resin. So the wash it is on the neck and up at the base, well, down here. So it's completely washable and food safe. So it looks amazing. That I'm telling you, there's just something about that chameleon varnish under epoxy. But again, if you look at it, you see if I turn it like this, you can't see all of that sparkle. It's just depending upon how the light hits it. So good evening, Jill. Hi, Dana. Thank you. Hey, Sheila Teagan. Thank you, Sandra. Hello. What did you say? Oh, looking yummy. Oh, looking yummy. Yeah, it is. So many beautiful colors. So I will put my desk on screen, and it looks pretty much the same, but I'll give you overhead, and then we'll look at what we're tackling today. So this is, again, so when you're seeing it dead on, you do see a little bit of sparkle, but nothing like when, the light hits it from different angles. And then again, it's all good to go. So I'm not quite sure why some people were having problems with their rhinestones dulling, because like I was saying yesterday, I haven't ever had that problem. So I'm not sure why. what was the color of the varnish again? Gold. So that one is the Chameleon varnish in gold, and you can find that on my TH Decor. So Chameleon varnish in gold, and it comes in brass and silver too. Hi, Wendy. Thank you. Hello, Leona. Hey, sister. How's it going, Lisa Jane? It looks 3D. It does, right? It especially like the butterfly, and it. So I really love how that turned out. So I will do some pictures of that later on, and then you guys will see it again later. I do see the sparkle. Yeah. Hi, Marianne. Thank you guys for sprinkling. Okay, so I figured I haven't done a fun little tissue box in a while. So this is just a wooden tissue box from the Hobby Lobby wood pile. So it opens from the bottom. I think that in my case I had trouble with rhinestones that weren't actually gloss. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know Drusy was saying she had problems with them doling too, and I don't know. I never had that problem. So because by nature, you know, epoxy is quite shiny, glossy, if you will. So I wasn't understanding why the doling would have happened anyways. But okay, so we have a wooden box, and so I was looking at some papers and trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I pulled out the blue patchwork because I thought blue patchwork would be, you know, pretty to be on there, and then have, you know, some molds, some trim. We'll probably, maybe not. I don't know. I was thinking maybe we'll give it some feet, but if so, I might do the half, but then I pulled out, because I was looking at my A3, so I didn't have to fuss so much with the A4s, and I pulled out Republic, which is, of course, Decoupage Queen, just like this one. So I don't know. I think this one would be super pretty on here as well. So I don't know if you guys have a preference. I'm always, hey, Shelly Stacklin. Hi, Nancy Church. How's it going? Comments aren't moving. Hi, Cheryl Rock. So I don't know if we have a preference on if we like this one. I was thinking to go with Republic, but I couldn't. I mean, you know, I have hundreds and hundreds of papers back here, so I can change it. But then I thought, you know, the new Prima molds have a lot of stuff that'll match this as well. So we could do Prima molds with this. The pink one. I like Republic better than the patchwork. Okay. Works for me because I was like, maybe I'll use an A3 to be easier. Anyhow, so how's everybody's day going? What's the haps? You know, it's been a long time since I've seen you all. What's going on? How's your weather? What's going on? Tell me what's happening in your neck of the woods. We are still raining and yucky here. I mean, it's not raining right now. Last night, of course, when I said I didn't want to happen, you know, driving and then it start raining, it rained. Hi, Jackie Bates. Hi, Joy. How are you? Busy painting bunnies. Oh, that was a lovely noise. Oh, that was an even better one. Hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands and thousands. Say what? Rain in Minnesota. It's a little chilly and cloudy. Did I not say hi to Lynn? I don't even see Lynn yet. Oh, yep, I see her now. Hi, Lynn. How are you? How's that beautiful Holly girl? Okay, so What's in there? That's weird. It's like a felt. So you guys know when you paint wood, especially raw wood, you're gonna lift up the wood fibers. So we are going to put down a layer of the Waverly paint, and then in plaster, the chalk paint and plaster, and then I'm gonna take a gator and we're gonna sand this back. Oh, I do. Yes. Oh, and you were saying hundreds and hundreds. No, thousands and thousands. Shelly, why you always putting me out there like that, Shelly? Why you doing that, Shelly? Oh, no. It's sticky, guys. It's sticky. It's sticky. It's not sticky no more. Anymore. Tell me, do you wait 24 hours in your bond? Yes. All bonding primers, you absolutely need to wait at the bare minimum 12 hours, but at least 24. I at least 24. At the bare minimum 12, but I always recommend 24. So, and it goes for any bonding primer, Dixie Belle, Pentart, Rust-Oleum, Zinsser, whatever you prefer, you always need to let it bond for at least minimum 12 hours. Hi, Mary Casey. Weather here in Chicago is crazy. Rain and 1 minute, sunny the next, and very windy. Ooh. And I remember Chicago wind is... I had to go there for business. I had to spend a week there, and this California girl was not ready. Not even a little bitty bit ready. What do you spray on the sticky glue spot? Oh, I just, it was 99% alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. 99.9%. All right, so like I said, you're always going to get those wood fibers. They're always going to lift. So just don't skip the part of sanding them back down, because it's not going to feel good to touch if you don't. And sometimes you may need to repaint. Looks like there's some manufacturing glue or something on here. Sometimes you may need to repaint, and that's fine, because when you repaint, you've already knocked those fibers back, so you'll be okay. But just want to make sure you don't forget that step. Hi, Christina. How are you? What time of the year were you in Chicago? I can't remember because it was so many years ago, Mary, but it was freezing. I think I told this story before, that I was in the lobby of my hotel, and this little lady came up to me. She says, "Honey, is that your only jacket?" And it was just like it was like a blazer to the suit that I had on. And I just looked at her and I was like, oh no, this is going to be bad. And she's like, "Honey?" She had a very concerned look on her face too. I was like, yeah. She just kind of shook her head, and, it was one of those like, yep, you're not from here. You're definitely not from here. Off camera, I will paint that inside lip, and I may even paint inside. I usually do. I know you don't see it, but you guys know that's just my gig. Hi, Amy. How are you? I am well. I hope you are too. Hi, Helen. Hi, Trina. How's everybody? Happy belated anniversary, Trina. Hold on. Did I miss? Because I will love you. Mm-hmm. Looks like everybody's weather is kind of huh? I don't know about you guys, but I was telling Trevor this morning because when we, left, because Tuesdays and Thursdays are the early days, early for me anyways, 6:30 in the morning. Man, I'm ready. I'm not ready for summer, but I'm definitely ready for spring. I'm ready for just nice, beautiful, comfortable weather. Like, I don't want it to be 115. You don't need to go to the extremes, but I am ready for it just to be nice and comfortable. All right. So I don't know if we're decoupaging this whole thing. We will see. But regardless, I just put a base down. So let's dry this and then we'll knock back the fibers. Hey, Nicole. What's going on? Hi, Sandy. I know, Sharon. You're still baking over there. I know. All right. For the most part, it dries fairly quickly. Yeah, I actually don't like the feeling of the wood right now when the fibers are all sticking up. It gives me like those, the chills, the heebie-jeebies. I don't like it. All right. So you're not trying to like, sand it crazy, of course. So you're just going to make, just a couple of easy passes, especially like right around here, right? Because the tissue, you all can't look through the same spot of the window. It's a really big window, you silly gooses. And then, just rub your fingers over it. And when it's smooth to touch, you're good. Like I said, it's you don't have to do much. We're supposed to have low 60s to low 50s with rain tonight, Friday and Saturday at least. Yeah, when I was taking Trev to work this morning, so we were going north, and off to the west was just dark, miserable looking clouds. And I'm like, come in here again. All right. So then I'm just going to take a kind of a fluffy brush just to brush that off. And so we've got a couple of little like divots here, just natural wood divots that are happening. I'll probably end up covering them up, but like I said, I do really want to make sure that in there is nice and smooth because that's where the tissue is going to come up. And if you're using not such a low grit paper, you shouldn't be, pulling off too much of the paint. Now, if you start getting into like the 60s and the 80s, you're going to pull a lot of that paint off. Tossed out the chaos. Thank you. Hi, Judy Stalker. Roly Poly in the house. Yeah, Nicole, it's beautiful there. The sun is out and everything, huh? What did the light bulb say to the mother? What did the light bulb say to the mother? Troy, are you stepping on Onyx's toy? Just the weekends, right, Carrie? Of course. Of course. You know. All right. So I'm just going to. I actually have that towel down here that I was using underneath the cake stand yesterday. So I'm just going to wipe off the rest of the dust. And the paint is still intact, so I'm not going to worry about painting anymore. So now let's get our paper. Hi, trees. Love you, Watts and Watts. Martin. Okay, so. I can only go over that much. So that middle part of the Paris, you can't see it, but this part right here of the Eiffel Tower is going to get cut off. Do we care? Well, even if we do care, we're not going to be able to do too much about it unless I don't put it, well, even still, we're not going to get that whole window. So I think we're just going to kind of roll with it. All right, so let's get the Decoupage Varnish and Glue Matte. So this is my Pentart, just in a Sugar Bell bottle. And I am going to get my felt squeegee. Super close. Odd, I didn't get your telegram or notification. Really? I sent... Wow, is it dark? I sent a telegram, right, guys? Or am I going crazy? Why is it so dark? There we go. One of your favorite papers. Thank you. All right, so if I move all the way to this side, we will get the writing. If I move all the way to this side, we will get this and some of the writing. So let's just go right there in the middle. How's that? All right, I just need to make sure I'm straight wherever I'm going. Because y'all know, I like to be a little crooked. So, I'm looking at this, trying to see. Yes, I did send it. Okay. Check to see, is it muted? Sometimes, I don't know why, sometimes certain time, for certain reasons, a certain person will be muted on Telegram, and I didn't do it. All right, so we're just going to go that way. So I'm going to go ahead and, as always, work in sections. This should come out because I cleaned it. There we go. That's how it's supposed to come out when it's clean. Did you visit Mom today, Treese? Or was that just the other day? All right. I'm going to stand up really quickly to make sure. So we can get at least that whole flower on there. I figured it out. I was sewing and I did. Oh, gotcha. Well, it's good to see you, Nicole. I hope everybody's well and that grandbaby's okay. Have a great dinner. All right, so I like using my squeegee because I always tell you guys it helps with wrinkles and it will also even out that product underneath. So what's going on now? Cleaned it the other day. I'm wondering if this product is just too thick to have in the Sugar Bell bottles because I don't have problems with any of the other ones except for this particular one. So if you have not used your Sugar Bell bottle yet and wondering if you should use it for the Decoupage varnishing glue, you might not because all of my other varnishes come out super easily. This is the only one that does this to me, and I'm thinking that it's probably a little too thick. Okay. So unlike some of these tissue boxes, these edges round just a tad. Hi, Veronica. How are you? Yeah, Shelly was here a minute ago. I don't know if she's still here, but she was. Okay. Now, I think what I will do is, well, let's see. All right. I'm trying to decide if I want to round it down like that and then take this off and put it on the other side, or if I want to take it off there and then shift this up, which I think is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do that because I'm going to take that antiques out so it doesn't, you know how I am funny about it saying like ant. What was the other word? Gnat? What is the deal with me and half words? Trucy! Okay, so I have a 600 on here. So I'm just going to come, and you always want to go in a downward motion. You don't ever want to go side to side, and it's not up and down. It's always down, especially when you've just put your glue down, because you will rip that paper. It'll grab and it'll rip. And as always, you never want to use a low grit when you're doing this either. Right now I have a 600 on my gator. Hi, Sylvia. Hola. And you never want to cut your paper when it is wet. So we will cut that opening in a bit. Because once again, you're gonna rip it. There's just no way around it. And then you're gonna have to fix it and do patching. And although, you know, with rice paper, it's easy to blend. It's just, you know, why put yourself through all of that? All right, so what I was talking about with this is So here, rather than having part of the word, if I can get it to even, well, antique, I don't mind. All right, that I don't mind. I just didn't want it to say ant. Because we will trim out the tops and, you know, do all that good stuff. So good to see you. Hi, Gail. Did I miss Gail? I don't see Gail. All right, so again, we're going to bite with my bottle. Okay, and then I want to make sure, like I said, I want to get it as high as I can. Because I want to get at least that E on there. So actually, I'm going to take off a little bit more of that white. There we go. Antique, fine. Ant, not fine. There's Gail. You guys are probably able to see when they come in. That's why, right? Because I can't see it in StreamYard. I can see it on my phone, but by the time I look over, it's gone. All right, we're not doing this. So I will be going back to putting this probably back in my regular bottle because it is just a little bit too thick for this sugar bell. And oh, you know what I might do is change, because you can change these tips. Maybe I'll put on the tip with the bigger hole at the top, so then I can still have it in the bottle. Duh. Took me a minute. Hey. Yeah, just get one of the ones, since it is nice, since you can change the tips out, so I'll just put on another different tip, and then I'll still be able to use the bottle. Okay, now this is another reason why it's super important, because you see how the two papers are meeting right there? If you were to use a fine grit paper, a fine grit, a low grit sandpaper, you would actually rip your paper on the top half of there. So by going in with a higher grit, like a 600, you won't tear up that other side. So when you're doing like boxes like this and the corners meet like that, you especially don't want to use a low grit. You are doing a craft, so it would be hard to catch everyone coming in. Oh. I know, there's sometimes I go back, though, and I feel so bad because I haven't said hi to someone that has said hi, and then they don't comment anymore after that. So I don't even acknowledge them at all, and I hate that. I'm never trying to not, I'd like to at least say hi. All right, so I'm actually going to change because I don't want to tug or do anything, especially because I have that top half up there. I'm just going to come in with a new 600 and then get this off. Jack and Troy. Really? Where's Onyx? Is she with Uncle? Okay. So let's get some more and get these edges down here. And then what do we need there? All right, so now we have that and that. Now I'm wondering, do I grab another piece for the back? Well, yeah, because somebody might see it from that side. I mean, you don't know what side it's going to be put on, right? Right? Can you recommend a good metallic that I can use with the stencil that will work on glass? Are you talking of, so you want to go straight from the stencil, you want to put the stencil straight onto the glass? Am I understanding that correctly? Or are you painting first? Are you putting some type of bonding down on there first? Because if you're not, you're going to need a specific paint for glass, which we have. But yeah, I'm worried that I don't want to tell you something wrong. Now, I don't know why I didn't pull out another piece, but hold on a minute. Oh, this one has, oh, well, we can do that. Hold on. Now I got to search for another piece, or hold on. A stencil that the paint will go through just a right, but what I mean is, are you going to be prepping the glass at all? Like, are you putting any bonding primer or anything down on the glass? Or are you just trying to stencil directly onto the glass? Because that's going to matter. That's why I'm asking. It's going to matter what kind of paint you use. Y'all, I think I want to do this. Look. So this actually matches this collection. So I'm thinking of putting the clock here on the back with the cameo. What do you guys think? No primer. It's a glass on a picture frame. Okay. If you're going to do straight to glass, you're going to need a specific like glass paint. So we actually have like the Pentart glass and porcelain paints. And this one is like in gold. So there's like a couple of metallics on there that you can look at. But the reason why, hi Barbara, I didn't even see you come in, Handmade Haven Studio. The reason why I'm asking is because if you don't have any type of bonding agent on that glass, even if you're stenciling, you know, when you're stenciling, you're going to be able to like, you know, chip it right off. Because you don't have a bonding agent to adhere to that glass, you are going to need a specific glass paint. So if you look at my TH Decor and look at the glass paints, there's some metallics in there. Right? Putting the clock on the back, and then it has the cameo and the jewel. And I don't know if you guys have ever been able to tell, but there's like a little you know, heart necklace in there. Does that make sense? I'm sorry, Christine. I hope that made sense. If you need more help, you are more than welcome to message me, private message me, and I can, you know, help find you something. The other thing you can do, and I mean, I don't know if you know, want that look, but all of our deluxe pastes, so all of these, you can put directly on glass and it will stay as well. It will adhere. So the deluxe paste will work as well. And all of these are beautiful. So, hi, Debbie. Good morning, Jessie. Okay, so I am actually going to work bottom up, even though I put the decoupage glue up at the top. I want to figure out where I'm going here first. And how much of that up there I have to take. Is that okay like that? That needs to come down a little bit. All right, now let's go down. Why does that look crooked? Because it is crooked. So this is why I always tell you guys I work in sections, because if I would have put that whole thing down and had to take all of that up, although it could have, the rice paper is, you know, strong enough, I don't want to have to, you know, put all of that on there like that, do that to the paper if at all possible. Did I miss Marisa here too? Hi, Marisa. All right, so now let's come back up this way. I didn't see if that helped Christina at all. She's probably like, what on earth? What on earth are you talking about, woman? Okay. Now I'm going to have to remember to get new tips, y'all, for the bottle. No, my memory is no bueno. Oh, I like the clock. Now the clock, or, oh yeah, I like that. And because we don't have writing, it doesn't really matter which side is, you know, up. Okay, so let's get this off, and then we can start figuring out what pretties we want to put on here. Because I'm not going to obviously do the sides. I want to, like I said, I was thinking about putting some of the molds on here. I know definitely around here I want to do something. Okay, and then let's get this top off. This whole, the tea time in Paris, this one, the Antique Collectibles, and the Republic. I love that, these papers, that section, the collection of that they all go together is one of my favorites for sure. I actually made Teresa a apron and used a lot of that the Tea Time in Paris, and I believe I know I used the clock. I don't know if I used Republic, but where do you get the new tips? I only have the one that it came with. I'm pretty sure that I've seen them on Amazon, and if not, when I find them, I will look, because I will let you know. I don't know. I know the gal that does the caps had only the caps. I didn't see that she had different tips, but I'm almost positive, Carrie, I've seen the different tips on Amazon. Okay, so you guys, I always tell you, you got to make sure you put your top protectant on, just in case you make any. I'm going to take this out for now so I have something to hold. Just in case, you know, you have something that gets on it that you want to get off. It gives you that little bit of working time to take a baby wipe and wipe it off, or what have you. Because you use a baby wipe straight on the rice paper and you're going to mess with that ink and that image. You ordered velvet powder today? What? You're gonna love it. I'm pretty sure the next project that I do will be an egg of some sort, or Easter of some sort. And I tend to use the velvet powder a lot with my Easter projects, just because, you know, like if I have the bunnies, you know, I like to use them on the fur, in their ears, like I did that picture for my project for the royal court, or their feet. So we'll be using some velvet powder, I'm sure, and soft touch. All right. So we've got our protectant on here. Now I'm going to pull out the new Prima molds that I showed you guys, I don't know, last week or so. It's their new release. Hello. Oh, and I still didn't find it. So I'm thinking that we can use something on here. All right. And I won't put it upside down this time. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Okay. So this is what we have, right? So now let's look. Ooh, I even have beautiful clocks too. Okay. So I can't have anything super. Don't put it upside down, Terry. Let's tip it on the side and see how big some of these are. Wow, they're humongous. Or do we just put a small one on each side of the fleur-de-lis, and then, or do we get another mold, period, and put something pretty here? Well, the velvet powder adhered to dry clay with glue like glitter does. So Debbie, you can put velvet powder on clay, but you are going to dry, obviously, like you said, the clay needs to be dry. And then you want to put like you're going to want to put the decor glue tacky on top of that, and then the velvet powder on that. Does that make sense? So you're going to want to use decor glue tacky and then put your velvet powder on. But I would suggest that you paint that clay the same color or similar color to your velvet powder. Okay. So I want to use something on the, oh, that might be, I just can't see it down there. Not the edges, and that would take that whole part up. That's pretty. What do you guys think about that? No, you don't seal the velvet powder. So you don't put any, once you put the velvet powder down, that's it. You don't put anything else on top of that velvet powder, or it will defeat the purpose of the whole feeling of the velvet. So once you put that velvet powder down, that's it. Now, oops, what happened to my light? I swear, it's like romper room. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to find some pieces for that middle, like center pieces. Something that would look pretty, but also, even if we put a corner upside down. Can you tell I didn't have a plan today? I usually don't. So do you have that mold I just showed? I don't know what you just showed. I can't see anything that you just showed. It doesn't come up on my end, Sue. I don't see stuff like that. I mean, when I'm in StreamYard, I don't see stuff like that. Don't yell at me with decisions. I'm just looking at stuff. All right. So, we just do something like in the, because we're going to paint this, obviously. So I'm just trying to see something kind of simple. And I can actually put texture behind that as well, and then put something small. Or I even have the handles. All right, let's paint this. Of the opening. What? Of the opening. That one. Oh, sugar. Which one, Debbie? I'm sorry, you guys. I was just moving right along. Because usually y'all yell at me when I'm putting out too many things. So I was just pulling out stuff to kind of figure out which way I'm going to go. Is it time to go? Love you. Have a nice day. Drive safely. All the time. All the time. The last two. So I think it was this one. And then either this one or this one, right? So we'll get it painted. And then, you know, we'll fuss with it and see what we like. So I'm just going to come in with a neutral color, just like the color of the paper, similar to it. And then when we put our texture or whatever, I'm going to put behind it. And then on the mold, we will, you know, bring in like some pinks or whatnot. The one that you had there and the cameo in the middle. The one that you had on there and the one that I had on there and put a cameo in the middle, maybe? This one? And then put a cameo in here? Is that what you guys... I don't know. I was moving fast because I was just pulling them all out. Yes, that one? And put a cameo in that one? Ooh, that might be pretty. Oh, what the heck is that little paint going to do for me? That's a good idea. So remember, we still got to cut that. And then we're going to do something up around that as well. Yepers, yes. All right. So I am just taking out a hazelnut and ivory. No, not hazelnut. Falcon brown. Of course, falcon brown. You guys know I always pull out falcon brown. And then push, Terry. Push that. Yes, that would be pretty. Ooh, you guys are just all agreeing on something. On something. All right, so I'm just going to, in my plate here, I'm just going to pull both of them right down together and paint. And I don't mind seeing both of the colors like that. All right, so we're getting a little drag because the wood wants to soak the paint and the fan on. So I'm just going to spritz it so that I can move the paint. Troy is watching. They're all watching. Oh, now he's gone. Here we go. All right. I cannot deal with how light that is. So I don't even know if you guys can tell. Oh, from right there you can tell. So there's both of the shades are coming through. I just got a notification. I'm getting my TH Decor and DQ order tomorrow. Woo! Hi, Regine. How are you? Oh my gosh. Isn't Happy Mail is just so exciting, y'all. But then I do Amazon subscribe and save every month. So like I get, you know, wipes and all the like monthly stuff that you need for the house. And so every time it's like the beginning of the month, and I get those deliveries. I'm like, that's not fun. Like, that's no fun. I don't like these orders. Hold on, y'all. I see at the edges here, I need to get some of the Decoupage varnishing glue and push down the rice paper a little bit on the edges. So, like right there, I'm just going to stick some glue in there and then push down. I don't notice it anywhere else, but I'll keep this one here because when we cut that top, it's probably going to have some in there. All right, let's rinse this again. I was late making, ooh, oh my goodness. I don't know when's the last time I had like meatloaf, because I'm funny about meatloaf. You know, it has to be, I don't know, it doesn't have like that's the right taste for, to me. I don't know. It's either I like it or I don't. And I have, you know, a couple family members that make it so good. And then, but I haven't had them make it in a long time. I haven't had like good meatloaf in a long time. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that, how it has that shift in the color of the brown. The only way I can do that if I turn down the, so you can kind of see it there, but it's really pretty. You do, Nicole. I'm getting my ho purse from Kathy's auction tomorrow. Ah, that's awesome. So if you guys seen that I did post a Telegram and on my page that TH Decor does have mystery boxes. Again, limited quantities. They are totally different from last mystery boxes. So if you got a mystery box last time and you're like, oh yeah, no, I don't want the same stuff. It's not the same stuff. There's A3 papers in there, so these are bigger. Last time, I believe it was only A4s. There's the big, expensive 12 by 12 Prima stamps in there that I'm just like, holy guacamole, when I seen those in there, and I have a few of those, and I know they're expensive. So those alone, that's an awesome deal with just those A3s and the stamp and then the stencils. So if you didn't get a chance last time, go check it out. My link is in my Telegram and it's also on my page. Hi, Della. You're never late. I always tell you guys, I always just appreciate any time you guys can spare with me. You should try the recipe for meatloaf on the Lipton tea beefy onion soup mix. Really? I didn't know. All right, so I am going to cut this. So I'm going, Troy, leave her. Troy, leave Onyx alone, please. Your hand, son, you squeeze her too hard. You're too strong. Yes, I am excited. Can't wait to be able to get more next week if they still have more. Yeah, see, and that's the thing, right? So it is limited quantities. She did give us the number of how many they had. And there's a good amount, but So, all right. Very, 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 very sharp blade. Please, y'all, please don't do this with, you know, a knife that you've been using to like cut open your boxes and stuff. And because it's such a big area, I'm going to be able to use my gator in there. So all I'm going to do is just cut an opening. Okay. Typically, I would cut in there nicely and get it real close to the edge. But because I can get my gator in there, I'm going to I want the cut from the gator instead. So as usual, I always usually make like an X. Let's do it because it's so long. Let's do it over here too so we don't get some attention. And then, just like last time, when you do get yours, this is the 240. Is that the 240? See, I put one purple and one pink. Just like last time, when you get your box, post it in the group so I can see your guys' goodies, because they won't, no two will be the same. And then I also finally remembered earlier today to make the actual post with the date of our next meet and mingle. So it will be not this Sunday, but next Sunday. And the room will open 1 o'clock. So what would be my usual, time if I were to go live. So 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern, and then it'll stay open for 4 hours. So you can, come and go whenever you'd like. Stay as long as you like. What, Papas? And I can't wait to talk to you guys and catch up in person, as much as in person as we can be. And then if we get new friends in there that we haven't met, I always enjoy that too. And then just remember, you are able to join however it makes you comfortable. So if you don't want to be on camera, you absolutely do not have to be. You can just, you can just talk. And if you aren't comfortable with either one of those and you just want to chat in the comments, you can do that too. All right, so we now have our opening. And then I'm going to, exactly, that's what I thought. So I'm going to come up here and see where I might need some glue. Hi, Brenda, how are you? My eye can't focus too long. I completely understand. I hope you're doing okay. And thanks for coming in and saying hi. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, if you join my group, the Crafting Chaotix, we do a meet and mingle once a month. If you don't have my Telegram, also sign up for my Telegram, because I will send out a little notification when I've posted the link so that you can test and make sure you can get into Zoom. And then if you have any problems, you can always message me, because I will put the link in there the day before just to make sure everybody who wants to go in there can have time to, to mess around with the download, the app and whatnot, and get in there. Okay, so this is what we're working with so far. I will, like I said, paint the inside and the bottom this color that we have on here. I'm just trying to think if I want one more coat on that, because it's not like it's showing through, but because it does have the mixture of the ivory, someone might think so. What is that style that has all the gears? Steampunk? Hi, Helen. Steampunk, I think, is what you're trying to think of. Is that like the girl that I did? Like the dress form that I did, Drusy, with all the gears and stuff on there? Hi, Monica. How are you, sweet Monica? I think you're thinking of steampunk. And I get it. I know that that's the, that's it, only chance. It's because it is a mystery box, right? You take that chance. But I don't know that she has anything geared towards just strictly steampunk, but I don't know. Hubby and I are driving in, and I said, let me say hi to my family. Aww. So glad you did. All right, so we have now that down there. All right, I'm going to very carefully come into this inner lip as well. So I do want to put something around here as well. I don't know if we should just do like a rope mold around here, or if we should do bling around here. But I do want something up around the top here. See that? I got some paint on there, so I have my protectant that I put on there, so I can take a wipe and get that right off. All right. Hey. Hi, Steve. You guys should see Torture right now with his feet kicked up. Okay, so what you guys were saying is you thought that I should do this on the sides and put a cameo on there. So let's dry the sides, and then hi, Annette. Your shades of blue bracelet is gorgeous. Oh, this one? They're all individuals. Yeah, it's fun. I got it from my Monica, of course. Hi, Karen Atterbury. Your late student has arrived. You're never late. I just love you, Karen. Whenever you guys come in, I appreciate any of you choosing to spend any time with me. So I always appreciate if you can come in for a minute to say hi, if you can come in the whole time I'm here and put up with my antics. Okay, sister. Talk to you later, Lisa. All right. So if we do this on here, though, are we saying no? It goes this way. So we're saying to put this on both sides with a cameo here. Hi, Georgia. You're a beautiful person throughout, and I enjoy when you're on. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Georgia. Jeff had a tooth pulled 3 hours ago, and I can't get it to stop bleeding. The office is closed. Karen, I know this is crazy, but I had this happen to me. Get a tea bag, just a regular tea bag, and have him clamp down on it. A dry, I know it's nasty, but a dry tea bag and just clamp down on it. My dentist actually had me do that because when I pulled my wisdom teeth, I couldn't get one to stop bleeding. And as soon as I did that, it stopped. So just get a tea bag and clamp down. Don't don't mess with it. Just leave it and it will stop. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find my drawer with the cameos. You're welcome. Yeah, I had 3 wisdom teeth pulled and I couldn't get this one down here to stop bleeding. And it was the same doggone scenario. The office was closed. Thankfully, I don't know why he did it, but he had a feeling, I guess, and he gave me his cell phone number. And sure enough, I needed to call. And sure enough, y'all, stop it. Do I have another? And I have another one. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do I have one of these? That's so pretty. I'm doing it now. And I tell him it's going to taste nasty and he's going to want to like open his mouth and take it out and, mess around with it. But just put it on and clamp down. Because it is nasty. I'm looking, y'all. I'm looking for stuff. I'm looking because we also have, because obviously we're going to paint this. I want to paint that like a lighter pink. I'm trying to find the ones that I have 2 of. Obviously, I need to order more cameos because these are all big and this one's different. All right, so we have this one. Or does it? Or we have these. I kind of like the color on these, but those are a little different. Does that matter? You're not going to see them both. We also do have like the fleur-de-lis that we could put. Obviously, that was too big. But the fleur-de-lis that we could put in there on the other side too. All right, let's see. Let's paint it. I love the cameos. Cameos, gorgeous. It needs to clot. Yeah, and for some reason, I don't know what the tea bags have in them, but the tea bag will get it to clot. All right, let's get a pink. I absolutely do not want a crazy looking pink. Do we do a baby pink or do we do a peachy pink? I know, but it's not at all. I had that happen once in the oral center, nicked the main. I had to get 5 stitches. If you want, you can add the small crystals around the metal frame cameo. Vera at the ballet. Yep. You would put the cameo facing up. What do you mean? It is facing up. So the only thing I'm thinking about you talking about is like that. No purple glitter. Are you okay? Okay, let's paint these puppies. So this is the WB1790 171790. Don't forget, I have a discount code that you can use, and it's TERI 10 with the percent. Y'all, this is only a discount code that I have, so please don't go and ask another creator if they have the discount code, because more than likely they don't, and it's probably going to make them feel a little uncomfortable, because I could explain to you what I did to get this code. I took a cut in my percentage to give it to you guys. Okay, so that's why I have a code. So I did that because I wanted to do it. So just don't, you know what I mean? I don't know. Just don't put another creator on the spot by asking them if they have that code. I mean, or maybe ask them like in a private message or something like that. 1790. Hi, Patty. Yeah. What is the cameo piece again? 1790 WUB. Oh, I wrote it on both of them. All crazy like that. So it's WUB. So would you bin 1790? Yeah. No, and you guys don't have to thank me. I just wanted to try to do something because I know sometimes, when you're trying to buy a bunch of stuff that you're always seeing, I know it gets pricey, but I just felt some type of way when I seen like somebody asking somebody else, do you have a code like Terry? And I went, man, like, I just felt bad. And I know sometimes, they'll say, like, it's only a code for you, and then somebody else has the code. But really, you guys, this is only a code that I have, unless somebody else chooses to cut theirs, like that. But, so just, if you want to know, maybe message them privately. I don't know. I just don't want anybody to feel some type of way. Because, I'm not trying to take anybody's people or anything like that. Too light. That's what I thought. The one time Vera is going to be too light. Which paper are you using? No, don't worry. You're not. Don't ever say sorry. So I used a mixture of two pieces. So on this side, I use the Antique Collectibles, and they're all Decoupage Queen. And then on this, the top and that side, it is Republic. And I will put it all in the description as well. Yeah, and again, you guys don't have to like tell me thank you or anything like that. I just, but I just like I just don't ask somebody. don't ask anybody else. Well, at least don't say my name. Like, do you have one like Terry? Like, oh, I'm like duck. Oh no, I just felt kind of bad. Like, I'm not trying to take other people's, stuff or anything like that. There we go. All right, so we are mixing Punch, acrylic matte, and Punch, and Vera at the Ballet, and I will show you. So do we see now? It's not so, because the Vera at the Ballet by itself, if you guys can see, is too light. You see that? No, you don't, because the color is blasted out. So, man, it's dark. Anyways. Hi, Teresa Cherry. All right. Oh, yeah. Much better. That's what I'm talking about. So we were just a little too pink before. Too baby pink. This is going to look so pretty once we put in some, what are we doing here? So we have the antique gold in the Totally Dazzled. I do actually have a Totally Dazzled affiliate now, y'all. So my link is down below for that as well. And you will see in my description, I put all of my links. So if there is a discount code that I have for you, it'll be right next to it. So like Essential Stencil, I know I have a discount. Mad Arches have a discount. Would you been? So it's also in the description. I can't wait to get some color in here other than just that pink, because there's so many, the leaves, the flowers, so pretty. No, Dana, it does not. Unless I personally change it, it does not. No. No, ma'am. Hi, Betty. Okay. Get that one. I'll probably need to mix a little bit more. So Vera at the Ballet, I get from Robin's song. And then all the Pentart is from TH Decor, which is the same place that you would get the mystery box. This looks like frosting, like cake frosting. This color. Where's Troy? Troy, you didn't miss PT time because he hasn't had PT time yet. And I don't know, which is a little frightening. He was in here until Nick left. And you guys know, I always say, when he leaves, it's time for him to run amok. And, yeah. Where's Onyx? Mama girl? Onyx? Troy have you in a headlock or something? Mama girl? Oh, there you are. Okay, I just making sure Georgia didn't have you in a headlock. Not kidding. Yes, he does. He loves his pudding. He has to have a pudding every day. Right? All right. So, just gonna throw my brush in the water And look, missed the spot. All right. So let's get these dried. And then, I don't like those wipes. And then we can thinking I'm going to get my Umbra, because you guys know I love my Umbra, and then put some depth in these. And then we're going to got to do some highlighting. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Brenda. See? Doggone it. Never fails. And it's so funny because it's like, how did you miss that big of a spot, even though you're turning it all around and doing all the things? All right, now it's going in water. And then let's get, while I'm doing that, let's get some of this out of here. You can't have wood you bin on the floor. Onyx likes to eat wood you bin. Oh, we also have some of the new Valentine's pack stuff too. It's because I don't hold it up to the camera for you. All right, so hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm thinking, y'all. I'm thinking. In case you didn't know, there is also a water-based antiquing gel that we have in all the colors. We have it in a blue, a ochre. I'm wondering if I should do... Oh, no, because we have this one a little more... Let's do this today. Let's do something a little different. I love decoupage paper, but I am lacking in experience to tie the papers together with paint, especially when you are using multiple paper designs. What would you recommend for me to do to get up to a pinned in this area? Donna, if you want to private message me, and I will walk you through like how to use the feathered edges to get your rice paper to blend, because that's the best way. And then, you know, if you're trying to blend paint or something like that, I can always help you. But yeah, I'll be more than happy to walk you through that if you just want to message me. All right, so let's use a little bit of the, so this is the antiquing gel in just brown. Yes, I just did that. So I'm going to spritz that a little bit with water. These are water-based, so you would not use this in fine line, right? Yeah, so there are Patina green. We have the black. We have the green, which is olive. And then we also have the ochre on top of those other ones. I don't use them enough with you guys, simply because I get, you know, like who asked the question the other day, like what are my couple products, and I get stuck on the Umbra. But these are great too, but these are water based, so you can't use these in the fine line. You can use them in the other ones, in the other crackles, but not the fine line. So you can do the same effect. Oh yeah, yes, yes, look at that. Yep, yes please. You can use this as the same, you know, same way. I do tend to either wipe it back with the baby wipe or, you know, spritz it. But I do work in smaller areas with this because it does dry out a little bit faster. But if, you know, if it does become to a point where you can't move it, don't worry. Just spritz it. It'll come back. And you guys know I like using a fluffy brush to move around, especially in where it's gathering real deep. I like that, but I don't like the puddled look in there. So unlike the antiquing gel, I would be able to just move it with my brush dry. But because this is the water base and it's drying, I'm going to wet my clean brush, and then I'm going to come in here and move that product. Again, this is personal preference. I just don't like when it puddles in there. And when I say puddles, it's like, you know, a big gather of product. You might like that look, and that, you know, again, you have to, whatever makes your eyeballs happy. Another craft that is my colors and vintage shabby. Yes, yes. Okay, Lucia, you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for being here. So, but at first, a couple years ago when I started using this, I was like, nope, 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 I don't like it. It doesn't, I can't move it. And then I realized, well, heck, if you use a little water, you'll be okay. And sure enough, but the turquoise color, I love that too. The ochre is one of my favorites. That ochre color is the perfect ochre. Oh my goodness. I always tell you guys, you just see the difference when you just add just a little bit of shading, give it a little bit of depth. It just makes a huge difference. And you could use a baby wipe as well. You know, again, depending on how much product you were trying to take off. So again, I'm going to give that a spritz. I'm just going to kind of tap it off and then move around where it's got a lot of product there. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. Mary Casey. Thank you so much for the stars, Mary. Happy eye dance. Nicole. All right. So again, let's do this one. And then I always cut these in like half, and sometimes even in quarters. This one I left whole for some reason. Gigantic towel. Okay, and then let's move it. Oh yeah. Beautimus. Just like I was looking in my drawers the other day, there's so many metallic crackles that I haven't used with you guys that I need to pull out. Think I did the tutorials on them and maybe used them a couple. That's been a couple times after that, and I haven't used them since. So we have crackle in all the metallic colors. Oops. Okay. Rolled it in there. That defeats the purpose. Yeah, right? May need to crackle on the paper too. Crackle on the paper of the tissue box. Ah, wrong run. Wrong run. All right. Oh, I hear Troy a little bit back there. I think he's setting up his little desk area. This is so pretty. Troy, Patty says hi. Hi, Beth. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Look at that now. That is so pretty. I am loving that. Okay, so again, the antiquing gel in brown. So now I want to, before I let you guys go, so obviously tomorrow we'll come back and we'll do, we'll apply everything and then really figure out what we're going to do to the tops. So let's take out the peach chameleon. And I'm going to get a smaller. So this is the peach chameleon. I did sprinkle earlier. Thank you, Jamie. All right, so again, all the way out at the end of my brush. And now we got our depth in there, so now let's just pick up. That is so pretty. On the highlights. Holy cow. Okay, and then I am going to take another fluffy because I don't want, like, there's a buildup right there product. That's what I'm talking to you guys about that I don't want. And then I'm going to, oh my gosh. Okay, and then I'll put it up to the other one so you could see what it's done. So can you see that pretty like little now all the highlight that's in there? So it's the Peach Chameleon. I actually think it says apricot. It's peach apricot. So again, that's on my TH Decor. Thank you, Helen. We are talking life. Wow, what a difference. Is the piece of wax? What brand is the piece of wax? Is the piece of wax? Peach. The peach. The peach is a wax. Yes. And it's Pentart waxed wax paste chameleon in peach. I actually think it might be on TH Decor as apricot because it says apricot on here as well. It's in another language. But you can find it on my TH Decor. I will put all the links in the description. Otherwise, I'm betting that Sue has put them in the comments already. Hi, Gail. Okay, so we've got our peach on here. I make it a habit, Linda, to seal everything that I do. Unless it's like, you know, velvet powder or, you know, something like that. But I make it a habit to seal all of my projects. Just for longevity, you know. So I make it a habit to seal all of them. It's never, I hardly ever do that step with you guys. But yes, I usually always put at least 3 coats of whatever varnish topper on there. Sorry, Sue. Yeah. If you notice, it says on here, it says peach, right, in English. But right here, it also says apricot, which I'm guessing is apricot. So this is what we are going to put. I don't know. We got to figure out which way, because these are the leaves. The leaves are supposed to face down. So it's supposed to go like this. But tomorrow what I'm going to do is I want to still put some texture back behind here. Not any in your face texture, like probably like a pearl stencil. So we're going to do some stenciling with like the pearl glaze here. So you can just see a little hint of it. We're going to come up around the top and do some fun stuff up there. We still need to work in our, you know, edges. They're unfinished right now. That's going to drive me crazy. And so we have to do all of that. So we still have a little bit more to do. tomorrow. And so, and then also tomorrow, I guess, is Friday, right? So tomorrow is Happy Mail Friday. So I hope you guys, leaves can go up towards the sun. The sun. Love this project. Okay, Miss Edie, have a wonderful evening. I thank you all for being here. I'll see you tomorrow for Happy Mail Friday. Same time, same place. We'll finish the tissue box. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.